good evening from Walt Disney Swan Resort. We're here tonight for the Food and Wine Classic. This is an event that they have every year, and we've been coming for a few years now.
This is actually the 12th year that this event has been put on.
Yeah.
And so we've been going for the last couple of years, and we always have a really great time. The food is always really delicious. This year, hopefully, will be no different. So this year will feature 20 different culinary options to try, and those are going to be coming from the kitchens of the award-winning restaurants in the hotel.
And they will have over 100 different beverage options from around the world.
Very exciting.
So, like, if you're interested in trying new food types and new drink types and new wines, this is the place to come. So, let's go inside and see what's going on. I can hear the music already. Like, it's a party happening.
I will say
right
that
now.
that is one thing that they always have a lot of live music at this event. Last year, or I guess it was this year, the last event that they had, we got to see this really cool band. It was like a cover band.
Yeah.
But like, they were fantastic. I hope they're here this year. So that's one thing, is you get the food, you get the drinks, and you get the entertainment.
Let's go check it out. So we are heading in through the Swan side, and this event takes place in between the Swan and the Dolphin resorts.
So you do have to wear your mask indoors right now, but the event is actually outdoors and you don't have to wear your mask outside. It's not required.
Right. Oh, speaking of award-winning restaurants, this is one of them, and they do have a booth out there.
Everything looked amazing too, so I'm very excited to try it.
Oh yeah, you already looked at the menu.
Yeah, I got a sneak peek.
First stop, Shulas. This ought to be good. Should get a nice steak. So what we're getting, the Roasted Lince Heritage Black Angus Beef Tenderloin. So this is the Roast Lince Heritage Black Angus Beef Tenderloin, mashed potatoes, roasted carrots, and hollandaise sauce. This looks real nice.
Okay, I have to say, I'm always excited to try food from Shulas, because the last time that we stayed here, and I'll link that video down below where we stayed, we actually got food to go from Shulas and ate it up in our room. And even after it going into a to-go box, walking it all the way up to the room, getting settled, and then finally eating it, it was still really good. Like, one of the best steaks I've had. So, I like the addition of the hollandaise. I love hollandaise. This is so tender.
Oh, that's good.
Wow. Try it. You have to try it. That beef is so tender. I wasn't expecting it to be so tender. Right?
That's very easy to eat.
It's so good.
Wow. That's delicious.
I do think that the hollandaise really, really added to the flavor. Like, if it didn't have the hollandaise, it might not be as delicious of a dish.
Did you just see it fall apart on my fork?
It's so tender.
Man. Yeah, the hollandaise is really good.
Right? I'm going to add hollandaise to more things in my life.
Yeah. Like my milk. I'm just going to eat hollandaise milk. You think that's a thing? Is that eggnog?
No.
I feel like when I ate at Shulas, I said it was the best steak that I've had. Also, the potatoes are so smooth. Like, I don't know how you get potatoes this smooth. I feel like they had to blend them for like ever. I don't know.
Shulas, tell us your secrets.
Right? Delicious. All right, so before we move on to our next food option, we did want to mention the price of this event is $165 per person, but that gives you unlimited food and unlimited wine tastings.
Yeah, so like we said, there are 20 culinary options, 100 beverage options, but you can have more than one of those.
Right.
So you could try everything twice.
Right. You could try one thing 20 times if you wanted to.
Right. So you get this wristband, and that entitles you to unlimited tastings from the food menu and the drink menu.
Right. And so the event runs from 5:30 to 9. So it is a limited time, so you have to get out there and eat as much as you can.
Is this a food challenge?
Oh yeah. I want to try to eat 20 things tonight.
So do I. So we broke down the price. So if you had 20 items, it would cost you right around $8.
So right about the cost of an item from Food and Wine Festival at Epcot.
Yeah. So it is very comparable to the Disney Food Festival.
We also did want to mention that we were invited out to this event, so we are getting these food items for free. But I'm excited to try the next thing. The next thing is from...
We have 19 more things to try.
Right, but the next thing is from Amara, and that is a restaurant that is coming to the Swan Reserve, the new tower that they're building across the street.
It should hopefully be opening very soon, but we're going to get a little sneak peek at the food.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Let's do it. All right, here we are at Amara. Also, they have this vintage cocktail shaking machine. So they can just load up these two shakers and then turn the wheel and it shakes up the cocktails for them.
Oh yeah, we were excited to see this.
Oh, look at this thing go.
Oh.
That's fun.
So tornaroli pasta with guanciale in our pasta sauce and Calabrian chilies to spice it up for you.
I'm very excited to try this one. Not only is it getting us a sneak peek at the Swan Reserve food, but also I just love seafood. I love fresh made pasta. I love spicy things, and I think because this has that chili in it, it's gonna be a little spicy. So let's get a taste. I'm getting the clam. Gotta say, clams don't look great. Like, just in general, clams look gross, but they always taste really good. It tastes like just kind of like a traditional seafood pasta, but the pasta itself is, you know how fresh made pasta just has like a different texture?
Like a little bit more al dente.
It's almost like thicker tasting. I don't know if that makes sense. It does have a little tiny kick. And there is some other seafood in the dish, not just the little clam that was in the clamshell. I'm trying so hard not to get it all over my face. This is really nice. I do like this a lot.
Okay.
I would totally like order this at a restaurant, and maybe I will order it when we go to the Swan Reserve one day.
All right, as we are moving closer and closer towards the band, it's starting to get a little bit louder and louder. So we're gonna try Cabana, which is a vegetarian rice bowl, roasted organic vegetables, seasoned sushi rice, curry sauce, and tempura crunch.
So the only thing that I'm not quite sure of is the curry sauce, but let's try it. It's a little sweeter. Not bad. I just wasn't like ready for the sweetness. I don't know that it's something that I would order a whole dish of, but it's not bad. You should try it. I want to know what your thoughts are.
Okay, so I'm not really a fan of rice, and this is like, there's a lot of rice, but there's a good flavor to the rice. Because it's vegetarian, I feel like it needs something else, or it needs more of the tempura crunch.
The vegetables were like nice and crisp. I do think that you're right though. I think it would be a delicious dish with like some shrimp.
Some chicken?
Shrimp.
Chicken?
Okay, so I had to get this. This is like a silly thing for me, but this is the Whispering Angel Rosé, and they always talk about it on like Real Housewives and Below Deck. And so I had to try it because I've never had it before. So it's just like a Bravo staple. Had to try it. It's very like easy. It's very smooth and easy to drink. It almost tastes like it's been watered down a little bit.
Oh.
Not in a bad way, but it just doesn't have like that super like over the top winey flavor. You know what I mean? It's pretty nice. I like it a lot.
All right.
Glad I got to try it. I got to live out my Bravo fantasies here at Disney World. So this dish is from Peekaboo. It is the lemon pepper seared salmon, charred broccoli, quinoa, and Meyer lemon sauce. The cool thing about this event this year is that each day, some of the booths have different food options. So if you were coming to this event tomorrow and you were getting a dish from Peekaboo, it would be a red wine braised beef. But because we're here on Friday, I'm gonna try the salmon. It's so good. I like it when, I feel like for the longest time, I wasn't having salmon that was cooked properly. It was like so overdone. And this salmon is perfect. I really like how bright it tastes. There's so much lemon flavor. So it has like a really bright flavor. This is great. I would order a whole dish of this. So this is the German chocolate cake from the Swan Dolphin pastry booth. Warm chocolate pecan brownie, coconut cream, caramelized pecans, toasted coconut, and fudge icing. And I have to say, so many people told us that we needed to try this. So I am very excited to try this one.
Also, they lit it on fire.
Yeah. It was like a dessert and a show.
Okay, I'm making a mess. Here I go.
I'm guessing it tastes horrible.
That's real good. Wow. Okay, here's what you have to do. You have to try to get a little bit of everything in every bite. Also, if you like coconut, this is for you. I feel like the only thing that could make this better is chunks of chocolate. This is so good.
I got a huge bite with everything. Very windy. This tastes like an Almond Joy, but better.
Yeah, like an elevated Almond Joy.
I love that. This is like a fancy Almond Joy. An adult Almond Joy, if you will.
But with brownie.
So good.
It's like a nice cakey, fudgy mix.
Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. I want to get another one of these before we leave.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna get 20 of those.
So I am trying, we've met so many really cool vendors here tonight. I feel like that's what we've spent most of our time doing, is talking to everybody who's so passionate about the products that they have brought and the things that they're making. So we just met a wine vendor over here. It also just started raining too, but right before the rain started, we met a really cool wine vendor, and she gave me a sample of the Bowen Pinot Noir. And I'm gonna give it a try right now.
So an interesting thing about this particular group of wines is that they're featured kind of all over the Walt Disney World parks.
Yeah, so she was saying that they are like an umbrella for a bunch of different wine brands, basically. And you can find these wines at Cinderella's Royal Table. You can find them at Space 220, basically all over the parks. So I thought that was pretty exciting. This one's actually really nice. I do really like this a lot. Another thing that she said too is that some of their wine brands are doing like some charitable acts where, like, if you buy a bottle of wine, they'll plant a tree. Or if you get a bottle of wine, they'll donate some meals to No Kid Hungry, which I think is really great. I think that's awesome.
Up next, Todd English's Blue Zoo. There he is, there's Todd English. He's back here somewhere. We saw him earlier.
Yeah. We were right next to him in the tent, and I couldn't believe it was him.
This is the Duck Burrilla Taco, braised duck leg, corn tortillas, hoisin reduction, cilantro, radish, and tortilla cheese. All right, I'm excited for this. Some of the taco has fallen out.
Good. It was duck. And I know how much you used to love duck. Are you still a duck fan?
I'm a fan of this duck. There is duck that I don't like. It's just like, it's a fatty meat.
Yeah.
So like, but this is not that fatty right now.
Would you order this at Todd English's Blue Zoo?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I still can't believe we were standing right next to him.
Yeah, this hoisin reduction is really good too.
I love hoisin. I'm a fan of a good hoisin sauce.
I'm a fan of this like guitar solo that's happening behind me.
Yeah, this band is so good, you guys. I think that's a big drawing factor is the entertainment, not just the food, but it's like a fun night.
Look at these little tiny tortilla chips.
They kind of look like little homemade Doritos.
Oh, they're good. We have another pastry option. These are bourbon apples, caramelized apples, bourbon vanilla ice cream, caramel whipped ganache, almond pound cake, and honey granola crumble. Oh man, this looks awesome.
I love how beautiful this background is. Like, you can just get let me just appreciate this, the reflection of the dolphin. Don't you love it?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I like that you're way taller than me right now too, because we're on a berm.
Yeah, no, this is I'm always trying to find the best angle, and this is the best way to do it.
So it doesn't smell like alcohol because the bourbon's been burned off, but you can still smell the bourbon flavor on it. Apple, really good. Kind of like a bittersweet, but still has like a crunch. Like they didn't cook it till it's like mushy. And then the sweetness of the vanilla ice cream.
It tastes like the holidays.
Yeah.
Wow, I like that.
It's like a cold dish, but like a warm feeling.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah. Cold dish, but a warm feeling. That's how I describe myself.
Somebody said you have to try the pork belly.
Okay.
So I've got my eyes peeled for some pork belly.
So this is Fridas Kitchen, and something interesting about the fact that this is in a food truck is that sometimes the chefs here at the resort have like a passion project. And so what they do is they make their own pop-ups. And this happens to be one of the pop-ups.
I gotta say, I'm very excited because I feel like this is something for a little of you, a little of me. Got my corn. You're not a fan of corn?
I thought that was a corn dog.
I'm a fan. No, I mean it could be.
No, it's a corn. I can see it's a corn.
I'm a big fan of corn. Love it. Love especially like street corn. And then you've got your pork taco here.
Okay.
So it's like it's like made for us.
All right, let's give this taco a try. Now. Oh, it's already dripping.
Oh no.
So this is spit roasted marinated pork shoulder, lettuce, tomato, onion on a toasted tortilla. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of flavor.
There's a little sweet flavor in there.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. It's also interesting to try something that's not spicy.
Yeah, and it's not overly salty. This would be nice just to have like around the pool. I feel like this is one of those things that pops up around the pool here at this resort.
Maybe.
So this would be, I would order this. I think this is gonna be messy, so don't judge, okay?
Did you get any napkins?
Uh-oh. That is so good.
Yeah.
Very spicy. Delicious.
So this is from the Pig in the Poke. This is a traditionally earth-baked Kahlua pork, steamed white rice, barrel-aged tamari, and Napa cabbage.
So every time that we get the dish from the Pig in the Poke, it's always so good.
Yeah.
And they have traditionally the same dish every event. But it's like, you know, you don't mess with a good thing.
I will say, I would prefer it with less cabbage though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Because the pork is really good, really tender, really like a sweet pork.
Okay.
And the rice goes well with that, but then they put cabbage in between.
Gotcha.
I just had a section that had a lot of cabbage, not a lot of pork. A lot better when there's a lot of pork.
Okay.
Just a little bit of cabbage. Yeah, the cabbage really goes well with it now that it's like less cabbage. I think I just got too much cabbage in that one bite.
Okay. Say cabbage again.
Cabbage. Also from the Pig in the Poke, we have the tuna poke, Hawaiian yellowfish tuna, coho sushi rice, avocado relish, and crispy fried wonton.
This is gonna sound weird, but I think the star of this dish is the rice.
Okay.
The tuna is great, but the rice, I think it is like a vinegar and a sugar.
Up next, Smokin' Dees BBQ, and this is another one of the passion projects from one of the chefs here at the resort. Also wanted to point out this gigantic pool that they have. It's a lap pool. You can come out here and swim laps. Also, it looks like it's heated. There's a little bit of steam coming off of it right now. A little teeny tiny bit of steam. It's not very cold outside right now, but I think the pool is warmer than it is outside. This is the handcrafted smoked pork belly, apple butter bourbon barbecue sauce, buttered grits, shaved radish, and roasted chestnut puree. Oh my goodness. This is what I'm talking about. Oh man.
I got so excited when I didn't realize what you were grabbing when I came over. So when I saw that it was the pork belly, I was like, all right, I'm ready.
That's really good.
Yeah?
You can taste so much of the smoke in it. Also, by the way, it comes on buttered grits.
Oh, it does? Ooh. Let me just say
really
right
good.
now that I'm glad that I wore my Spanx tonight.
Oh, look at that. I got a knife, but I don't know that I needed it.
Was it that tender?
Yeah, just falling right apart.
Nice. I just wanted to show you how tender this is. Let's see. Oh my gosh, wow. That's like butter. Holy cow. I can't believe
It's
that.
a pig, actually.
That's true. Wow.
That's good, right?
That is so good. It's just the most tender thing, like ever. I'm a big fan of ribs, and it kind of reminds me of like when you get a really good rib,
Okay.
like that really tender, fall off the bone rib meat. It doesn't taste like ribs, but just that tenderness.
The texture is like ribs then.
Yeah, there you go. You're the word man,
Yeah.
not me.
You know how sometimes you eat something that's really good and then after you're done eating it, you're like, it's stuck in your mouth and you're like, I wish I hadn't eaten that?
Yeah.
This, I am loving the flavor stuck in my mouth. Oh,
I
this
feel
is
like
how
I'm
we
in-
do it.
Okay, when I was in the 5th grade, there was like a club for like 5th graders. It was like
Oh, it's called
club.
Night Moves.
It was like a club, but like for kids.
It was run by the police.
It was, yeah. It was like a place.
Not the band, the actual police.
Sting opened a club in Orlando. But it was like for kids. It was like a place for kids to go, so you didn't get in trouble, you know. So you could, like,
It was a nightclub for kids.
Yeah, no, just music and dancing. And this is one of my earliest memories of going there. Was this song being like very popular? This is How We Do It from Montel Jordan.
Yeah.
So I'm having 5th grade flashbacks while I'm eating the best pork belly of my life.
This is the kimonos roll, which is ahi tuna, yellowtail, sustainable salmon, and wasabi mayonnaise.
So something that's really fun about kimonos, and I don't know if they're currently doing it, but they used to have a really fun like karaoke night.
I like how like low on your chopsticks you hold them.
What?
You're like,
Am I doing it wrong?
no, you're not doing it wrong.
I'm not very good with chopsticks.
I think you're great with chopsticks.
Thank you. But this is good.
That guy just
love
said the
it.
sushi was delicious, so like,
Yeah, there you go. Me and that guy. We
Yeah.
love it. Could not have higher praise.
yeah.
But I will say that I love how cold this is.
Cold? Oh.
Yeah. It's like very chilled.
You don't need no man. That's right, girls. We're back. Listen, Alan. Give it to him. Just do that head toss. Check my names. Baby, how you feel? Really good as hell. Head toss. Check my names. Baby, how you feel? I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that chick. Even when I'm crying crazy, I got more promise than
So there's one more section that we haven't been to, and it's kind of like a beer garden-y area, a little bit off the beaten path. So boardwalk's over there, the main stage is over there. This is where we started off, is at Shulas, and most of the food booths and wine and drink booths are all over there. And so we're going back into this area because this was one thing that we were very excited for, was the Wagyu Sloppy Joes. Let's Let's see how good they are. Also, there's like a guy playing acoustic guitar back here. That's kind of fun.
But I do love that they're playing CNC Music Factory.
Oh yeah, maybe he's playing an acoustic version of that. I don't think so.
I don't think so, but that would be fun to listen to.
So the only way that this was described on any menu is just Wagyu Sloppy Joe with a pickle chip. So I'm excited to try it. You want to give it a try?
This was the thing that I was like, I have to try that because it just sounds like an oxymoron.
Right?
You know, like, but let's see. Okay, so it just tastes like a regular Sloppy Joe.
Oh, okay.
Which I love. I love Sloppy Joes. I'm a big fan. I've never put pickles on my Sloppy Joe.
Never?
No. And I think what I would do in the future, because the dill, the like pickle juice goes so well with the Sloppy Joe, I think in the future I would put chopped up pickles.
Okay,
in
like a pickle relish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this is good.
By the way, if anybody wants to try this, it's delicious. It's pickles and barbecue.
Yeah, it's
Go
great.
fantastic together.
It is very tender and there is no like gristle.
Okay.
So it feels like a very like a fancy Sloppy Joe.
Okay.
But I don't taste like much difference in the flavor.
Okay.
But it is good. Do you like?
Okay. Yeah. It's a much more tender Sloppy Joe.
Tender, there's the good word.
Yeah.
See, you're the man with the words. Good soup?
Good soup. Good Sloppy Joe. It doesn't, there's not a lot of like grease to it either. This is just an elevated Sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
Good.
Would you order one off of the menu?
Yeah.
Me too. So, the event is officially over, but I was able to snag one of the crab cakes. So many people said you have to try the crab cake. A few people said that they went up and got multiple crab cakes.
This is a Maryland-style crab cake with Old Bay remoulade, avocado puree, vinegar, pepper, and mache salad.
This is really good.
This is the big ending from the band.
Yeah. They did such a good job. They were my favorite band by far. The remoulade really is the star. I love Old Bay. So much crab. Wow.
Okay. Is it really good?
Yeah.
Everybody was saying this was their favorite thing at the entire festival.
Look at the crab. There's so much crab. That's all crab.
It's over! So the event does last from 5:30 to 9, and right at 9, the food booths and the wine booths and all the drink booths start to shut down, but the band goes on for an extra 5 minutes. And you don't have to leave.
But you gotta get the heck out of here.
There's nothing else to eat or drink.
Well, I will say, if you get to one of the drink booths like right at 9 or like at 8:59, they'll give you a really nice pour.
Right.
So there's a little hack for you.
A little silver lining.
Yeah, but honestly, I had so much fun tonight. Not only was it like just a nice date night, but the food was so good.
Food was delicious.
There was nothing that I ate that I was like, I wouldn't pay for that in a restaurant.
Right.
Actually, no, there was one thing that I was like, I probably wouldn't order that again. But so happy to try everything.
All right, so I had a couple of shining stars of the evening. That chocolate cake was really good.
Oh, the cake, it was good.
The steak.
Well, and did you tell them that you tried to get another one?
Oh yeah, I
and they
tried
were
to get
gone?
another one. They were all out.
The pork belly. What am I talking about?
Pork belly was so good.
Yeah, that was
the
my shining
steak
star.
over here.
Yeah.
From Shulas was really good.
So good.
And they know that the steak from Shulas is good. There's 2 locations to get Shulas.
Yeah.
That's the only place that has 2 locations.
I think that's how you know that that's something you have to try.
So there you have it. That was our trip out to the Food and Wine Classic at the Swan Dolphin Resort.
Yeah.
Really delicious food. Really good time. The band was great. Very entertaining. Food was delicious.
Yes.
Great atmosphere.
Loved it. It was such a fun, honestly, like if you're looking for a date night when you're in town, if this is happening and you want a date night, buy tickets to this.
Yeah.
This was so much fun.
They also have hotel room packages where you can stay a night at the hotel and then you also get tickets to this event.
We were talking to some people that did it at the last event and they said that it was such a good deal. So I would look into it if you're planning on staying when the event is happening.
Yeah. So all in all, a fantastic night. Want to say thank you to the Swan and Dolphin for having us out. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see you all tomorrow.
And now it's
time to pay the price.